All right, here we are making our first video today. Before we start off, let me ask you guys a question. What four of these games is good right here? Tell me. Which games are good here? You have 5 seconds. Take your time. Take your time. You got it? Okay. Nice. Nice. You're wrong. You were wrong. None of them are good. If you're still paying $60 for these games, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I feel like a lot of the time people fail to recognize when games are constantly doing the same thing, but you're still giving the company money. You're actually being scammed by a company worth millions of dollars and you don't even know. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy some Ubisoft games. I've enjoyed games like Rainbow Six Siege, the First Division, some of the Far Cries. But if you're still playing Assassin's Creed in 2021, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, what are you doing? Have you not recognized that the game is repeating and using the same assets it's been using for the same years? And you're using your money to pay for these games? Every year it's a recycle. 2 years of development, launch a game. 2 years of development, launch a game. There's no way it's going to be better than the last one or any more technically advanced if it's in the same time period. You're buying a game for no reason. Y'all remember when Assassin's Creed games were good? If you don't, that's fine because it's pretty far back. It was Assassin's Creed Unity was the last good Assassin's Creed game. Ever since then, it's completely fallen apart. You are no longer an assassin in a world trying to kill figures of political status or anything cool like that. You're gonna tell me the difference between Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Origins is worth the $60? Look at me. Yeah, I thought you guys were better. Buying an Assassin's Creed game is like buying NBA 2K21. You're stupid. They pumped out a game in 8 months and you're wondering how they could do that? It's because they didn't pump out a game at all. Once again, you were scammed by a company worth millions. Now, I hate to shit on Ubisoft so much because they did make Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege was a good game. It's not until they started adding futuristic bullshit drones and some next operators with some overpowered abilities. You have to study a manual before you can even play in competitive mode because you have to understand all these new characters' abilities that they drop every 3 months. How are you going to keep up with that? You can't. You have to go in and learn everything over again. Oh, and to play those operators, you have to pay $5. Now, I won't lie, Ubisoft has been dropping some free updates recently for some of their Assassin's Creed games, which is good. About time. I will never be getting my money back for all the operators I purchased on Rainbow Six Siege. The game is in an unplayable state these days, and it's just not worth it to even go back to the experience that I spent $300, $400 on. To be honest, the only thing keeping Ubisoft alive, Rainbow Six Siege and Far Cry. Far Cry 6 is the only Ubisoft game I've been looking forward to in a long time. It seems like they put a good amount of effort into it, and it's going to be a good game because it just has big characters that we all like. I mean, there's some Ubisoft games that were so bad. I mean, they're not even talked about anymore. When was the last time you heard someone talk about Ghost Recon Breakpoint? All I'm saying is Ubisoft just isn't what it used to be, bro. And there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, it makes me angry, too, that Ubisoft isn't dropping high-quality content anymore and people are starting to figure it out. So Watch Dogs 2 and Watch Dogs 1 were both unique and pretty decent games, but I don't know why. They just can't keep franchises going for that long without them completely falling off. Like Assassin's Creed, you can keep a formula of a game, but you can't completely change the concept entirely. And then expect me to use my hard-earned money, $60, on your shitty one-year development game. And the crazy thing is that Ubisoft has a lot of franchises going. They have like 5 game franchises that are well known. I've realized it. I'm gonna get you all hit, but Ubisoft is not the way to go. I will give them props for dropping Far Cry Primal though. That shit was a unique ass gaming experience. I was not expecting anything like that from Ubisoft, to say the least. Even though it wasn't a good game, it still had the potential to be if they cared about it. An extra year of development on games is so big. Being able to add the extra year of polish, of detail, of content can just make your game 10 times better for no reason and last longer, most importantly. Now, of course, Rainbow Six Siege is going to last longer than pretty much all the other Ubisoft games because Rainbow Six Siege is a multiplayer game and it's a competitive game. It's made its way into esports and all that stuff. It's a huge game and it hasn't fell off for a while, even though they're on like year 9 and have like 27 operators since launch. Honestly, I think it's time for them to make another Rainbow Six Siege. Honestly. Because this shit is toxic. I've not been able to play a fun Rainbow Six Siege ranked match in 3 years. I mean, bro, Watch Dogs Legion came out so recently and nobody's talking about it. It's a dog shit game. It just wasn't what I was expecting. It just wasn't what I wanted out of it. And I felt misled almost. Apparently Ubisoft has the rights to make a Star Wars game, bro. Are they gonna fuck that up? Personally, I feel they're gonna fuck it up. They could get overly excited about getting a Star Wars game and then try to release another open world Star Wars game in 2 years unpolished, and it'll just fucking die just like every other game they have. I could be wrong though. It's too early to tell. We haven't seen anything of it yet. We don't know what it's about. Are you really ready to buy a $3,500 computer just to play this shitty Ubisoft Star Wars game that isn't even optimized? But that's the gaming industry, guys. Tell me what you think of Ubisoft. Is it dog shit? Do you like their games? If you do, feel free to dislike the video. But if you don't, feel free to subscribe. Guys, I'm Treyllo. Go join the Discord. Do it. It's in the description. It's not that hard. Join it up. Come talk to me. Tell me what you think, guys. Without further ado, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.